Are we all comfortable?
Well, I make a good living.
Out to visit Bard's Verse.
Ladies and gentlemen, my instructions are clear.
But something is.
Seems that the 6 of you all received the same letter. It would be at your advantage to be present on this date, because a Mr. Body will bring to end a certain long-standing, confidential, and painful financial liability.
That's what
Mom says that word for word.
Seems that the 6 of you all have one thing in common.
Said Bastard McCarthy, we're all being blacklisted early.
Close, Colonel. You're all being blackmailed. For some considerable time, you'll all be paying more than you can afford to someone who threatens to expose you.
Oh, please, what's someone going to blackmail me for? I go to church every Sunday.
Don't we all, lady?
Anybody else wish to deny it? Until you'd received your letters, you hadn't known who the blackmailer was. But now I can determine that even the least discerning amongst you has come to the conclusion that the man behind the blackmail is none other than Mr. Body himself.
Yes,
Of course, this is his
What do you want from me?
Mr. Body is of no concern of yours. Suffice to say, he's a supporter of the House Un-American Activities Committee, and he believes that your recent activities are decidedly un-American.
This makes no sense whatsoever.
My task this evening is to reveal your secrets to one another, rendering you all culpable in each other's indiscretions.
But we hardly know each other.
Precisely.
So why not spare us this humiliation?
I'm afraid I have no choice. We'll start with you, Professor.
Oh, this ought to be good.
It says here you're once a professor of psychology, specializing in lying pathological lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Yes, but I now work for the United States government.
Ah, so your work has not changed. But it says here that you cannot practice medicine anymore. Your license has been revoked.
Why? What did he do?
You know what male doctors aren't supposed to do with their lady patients?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he did it.
How awful! You know, Sunday there's going to be a reckoning for men like you.
I hope so.
Me too.
You're disgusting.
Oh, is that a moral judgment, Mrs. Peacock? How then would you describe taking bribes for delivering Senator Peacock's votes to certain lobbyists?
My husband is a paid consultant. There is nothing sinful about that.
Yes, not if it's publicly declared. But slipping cash under the stall of the old Ebbets Grill, how would you describe that transaction?
I'd say it stinks.
When were you in that men's room?
So it is true.
No! It's a vicious lie!
But you've been paying the blackmailer for over a year to keep that story out of the paper. That seems a little sticky, no?
Now see here.
Well, I'm willing to believe you. I too am being blackmailed for something that I didn't do.
So am I.
Not me.
Wait, you're not being blackmailed?
Oh, I'm being blackmailed, all right. But I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
And what did you do?
I run my own business.
That's not a crime.
You didn't ask what kind of business I run.
All right, what kind of business do you run?
I provide gentlemen with the company of a young lady.
An escort service in Washington.
How scurrilous.
I'm sure some people are just lonely.
Paying for the company of a young lady, that is a problem I would never have.
So, Miss Scarlett, is that how you know the Colonel works in Washington? Isn't he one of your clients?
Certainly not.
I was asking Miss Scarlett.
Well, go on. Tell him it's not true.
It's not true.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
And double negative.
Double negative? You mean you have photographs?
Well, that sounds like a confession's needful. In fact, that double negative has led to proof positive. I'm afraid you gave yourself away.
Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests?
You don't need any help from me, sir.
Exactly.
Colonel, it says here... Colonel, it says you hold a sensitive security post in the Pentagon. Those negatives would certainly compromise that position.
And what exactly position were you found in, Colonel?
Well, this is an outrage.
And Mrs. White. You've been paying our friend a blackmailer ever since the death of your husband under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances.
Say what you want. I didn't kill him.
Then why did you pay the blackmail?
Oh, I don't want another scandal now, do I?
Another?
Yes, we had a very humiliating confrontation. He didn't seem to like me very much. He threatened to kill me in public.
Why would he want to kill you in public?
I think she means that he threatened in public to kill her. And yet he was the one that died, not you, Mrs. White, not you.
Yes, he was found dead at home and unclothed. His head had been cut off, and so had his, you know. I didn't kill him. I was out all evening at the movies.
What was the showing?
The Naked Alibi.
Yes, but he was your second. Your first also disappeared.
That was his job. He was an illusionist.
Yes, but he never reappeared.
He wasn't a very good illusionist.
Finally, Mr. Green, ladies and gentlemen, who, I have to say,
Okay,
is...
Wadsworth, there's no need to unmask me. I know what you're going to say about me.
And what's that?
Mr. Green, who is a homosexual.
Not me.
I beg your pardon?
Well, you just asked who was a homosexual, and I said, not me.
Yes, thank you, Colonel. But there's more to it than that, Mr. Green. There's evidence to support your politics.
My politics? Since when is working for the Republican Party a crime?
Yes, you did swear an oath of allegiance to the Republic Party, yet you failed to vote for Eisenhower in the last election. That is grounds for an ousting if there ever was one.
But voting records are confidential!
Everything has its price, Mr. Green.
Well, there you have it.
Have what?
A lascivious doctor, a crooked senator's wife, a disloyal Republican, and, so forth. You're not exactly adhering to the all-American standard of behavior now, are we?
Depends on who you ask.
And if this Mr. Bodyfellow is such a noble civilian, then why not turn us into the authorities ourselves?
Right. And give up the opportunity to make a quick buck. Come now, Professor. What's more American than that?
Apple pie.
Yes, where is this Mr. Body?
And what does he want from us?
Who cares? I'm not waiting to find out. I've done nothing wrong. I'm leaving.
You can deny it all you want, Mrs. Peacock, but you cannot leave this house.
I am the wife of a great senator. You can't tell me what to do. Locked!
Indeed. All the doors are locked, all the windows are barred, and the grounds are patrolled by vicious dogs. There is no way out. You cannot do this to us! Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce your host for this evening and your blackmailer for life. Mr. Body.
How do you do?
I can't believe this would happen. You don't vote Republican one time. Oh, it goes off the rails after
Thank you. I studied martial arts.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's one more piece of information you may all like to have.
What?
The police are coming in less than an hour.
Police!
You agreed to double down.
Why don't we agree to do that?
Because if you don't, we'll put this briefcase containing all the evidence needed to expose your wrongdoings in the hands of the police, the press, and the U.S. House Un-American Activities Committee. With the right spin, those fellas can make a commie out of anyone. I think some of you would be facing a lifetime of jail, while others, a lifetime of shame.
You can't do this to me.
I serve this
Unless
what? Well, there is one thing you can do for me that would change the game. Something I just can't bear to do myself.
What?
Have a seat. Please. In this bag, there are 6 packages I thought our guests might find useful this evening.
Packages.
Presents, if you will. I'm a generous sort of fellow.
How are you?
Wadsworth, see to it that each guest receives a gift.
Gladly. Professor? Oh, Scarlet. The big one's for you. Mr. Green? No? And Mrs. White?
Anyone care to make a guess as to what's in your boxes?
Perfume.
candy.
A rare single malt Scotch whiskey?
Guessing game's fun. Please, open them.
A candlestick. What's this for?
A wrench.
A lead pipe?
A dagger.
A gun.
It's a snake!
In your hands, you each hold a lethal weapon. You all came tonight because you believed the evidence against you was so terrible that you would do anything to keep it a secret. Well, I'm putting that theory to the test.
Who are you?
See, Mr. Wadsworth here is the only other person who knows your secrets, and it's costing us all dearly to keep him quiet.
How do you mean?
I wouldn't have to double your payments if I didn't have to keep Wadsworth quiet.
Wadsworth?
No, that's a lie!
He may look suave and charming,
Oh, I thank you.
but really he's conniving and
That's false!
You called the police?
Why, yes, but only because he instructed me to do so.
did I. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can manage to get rid of Mr. Wadsworth, I'll have no need to double your payments or expose you to the police.
Get rid of?
Does he mean kill him?
In fact, if you can eliminate Wadsworth,
Yes, I think that is exactly what he means.
who not only knows all of your secrets, but also mine, then I will eliminate your blackmail altogether and we'll be done with this terrible business once and for all.
Oh, you would never.
Really, Mr. Body? Why us? Why not take care of your dirty business yourself?
Yeah!
Why should I, when the six of you are so uniquely motivated and armed?
What a patriot.
And after all I've done for you, he is a liar. Look, I'm not a butler. I'm just an indentured servant like you.
A familiar refrain. Don't make a scene, Wadsworth. It's over. The police are on their way. Now's your chance. The only way for you to end your blackmail and avoid finding yourselves on the front pages is for one of you to kill Wadsworth. Now,